4 reasons why I bought SpaceX. On August 5, I've shared with the business ontology community that I've bought SpaceX for $112. So, first reason, it's cheap. Elon guided for $100 billion ARR by the end of the year. That's a 15x multiple. Same analysis ran a scenario considering that Elon expects to have at the end of 2027 between 5 to 10 gigawatts more power. Same analysis estimated that 10 gigawatts is achievable, and even considering that part of this compute will be reserved to Grok training, then still SpaceX could be printing more than 300 billions ARR by the end of the year, including, of course, even space and Starlink. So 300 billions plus, it's at the price I bought around a 5x multiple. Pretty cheap. Second reason is that I own Tesla. There are more and more synergies between Tesla and SpaceX, and there will be, I expect, even more than this. Plus, Elon is going to have a much easier life by managing only one public company instead of two. Now, the point here is that the risk for Tesla shareholders could be of an excessive dilution. Why? Because Elon could prefer a higher valuation of SpaceX in the merging because he has the majority of voting power in SpaceX, while for Tesla, he has only around 15% of voting power according to his shares, right? So he will want to have the control of the merged new company, and for this he may favor SpaceX shareholders. Now, if this happens, Tesla shareholders are going to be diluted. What's the solution here? How do I mitigate it? Well, I own both. So assuming that I own both and that I have bought SpaceX at a reasonable price before the merge was priced in, then there is no dilution if they own both in more or less equal parts. Third reason, Grok is basically today not priced in at all according to how I'm valuing the company. And that's even understandable, right? Grok was far behind the leader in the area, Anthropic and OpenAI so far, but now he's catching up. So the last model that they pushed out, that was Grok 4.6, is pretty capable, quite close to Opus 5 and at the Pareto frontier. And Elon already shared that within a few weeks, probably early September, they are going to release Grok 4.7 that will likely be the best model available. So I still expect that within a few days or weeks, at maximum, probably Anthropic or OpenAI are going to leapfrog again Grok. That's very likely. So probably we can say that Elon is still at least 3 months behind the leading frontier labs. That's fair to say. But Elon will not be happy to be number 2. So he will do whatever it takes to be number 1 and is catching up. So I wouldn't be so surprised if within a few months Grok is the best model available. Grok is going to be trained with SpaceX data, engineering data, that is probably going to make it the best model, at least for specific engineering use case. Same I expect, even if not announced yet, will happen with Tesla data. And even X data, now that Grok is at the frontier, is still a valuable data source for training the future models. So I think Grok may become the best model in terms of physical AI, the model that have the best understanding, considering that they may even use Tesla cars data, and for sure they will use Optimus data to train the model and to make its understanding of the physical world much better than the other models from Anthropic and OpenAI that don't have access to the same kind of valuable data. SpaceX may even have the largest amount of computing available for the training. That is another benefit for the model. And then Grok has a large distribution surface beyond the Grok hubs. That is Cursor now, that is Tesla's car, maybe Optimus in the future. So all of these advantages could bring Grok to be the best model out there. And then the last point is about space. So launch, satellites, and even Starlinks. This is clearly priced in. Even the future growth is already discounted. But it's not the valuation that matters for this. It's the value of what these assets enable. So basically, this is something that Elon is vertically integrating within all what he's doing. Think about Starlink connection that he used in the new Cybercab and will be for sure used in the future in all Tesla's car, will be used in Optimus. So every competitor of Tesla, for instance, will need to buy it from Elon, or even when competitors will catch up to Starlink, they will still need to pay a fee to someone for this, while Elon has its own and doesn't need to pay anything to anyone. Also, the orbital data center, this may be maybe 5 years or 10 years or even longer away before SpaceX has a meaningful revenue generated by orbit data centers, but this will happen. As always, Elon may be late, but he always delivers, right? So this alone, it's an optionality, it's an upside, but could be worth more than any other company on the globe right now. In general, you are going to have, in my view, the space economy that will be the largest, together with AI and maybe together with the longevity industry. And the space economy is mostly enabled as of now by SpaceX and by Falcon 9. Now, even if you will have, when you will have, because it will happen, Rocket Lab delivering with his Neutron and competing with Falcon 9, still SpaceX will have Starships that will deliver most of the mass to orbit worldwide. SpaceX is basically a gatekeeper for everyone and for the developing of one of the biggest economy in the world. All in all, guys, I think in 1 or 2 years, the downside is quite limited, as only the hyperscaler portion of SpaceX may justify the valuation, and you have a lot of upside to have a company that may be worth in 5 years or 10 years, $10 trillion. So this is the reason why I think it just made sense for me to have a small position in SpaceX. This is not financial advice, guys. Do your homework. Ciao.